joining me on my live stream today. I appreciate it. I'm coming to you from San Carlos City, Negros Occidental, right in the heart of the Philippines. I got some good news today. I'm going to discuss that once hey, Sperl and Edwards, once we get some people on here. Wells Family Journey says, what's going on? Hey, Lamont Smith, a.k.a. Demetrius Smith, thanks for joining me. Terry Chapman, Cabancalan. Yeah, I was there on my way to Sapalai, man. The bus almost went off and left me. JM, what's going on? Mr. Vegas, what's up? Brett Reinhardt, Carmen Greenwood, Priscilla Rose Shelton, Fat Cat, Rag Jam Rock, Sam Champion, what's going on? Newport News, Virginia. Adrian Fernandez. He said, hook us up with some facts. Christopher Wolfgang, what's up? George Mason. Hey, is anybody checking out that March Madness, man? I've been watching. There's been some good games. I'm getting it here in the Philippines, man. I'm shocked. Team Mariano Patel, what's going on? England, wow. I tell y'all my stories on England. I love England, man. King Arthur, San Diego, another one of my favorite places. Leave for Life, Simplified from Shenandoah County, Virginia. Nathan, what's up? Kenneth Roundtree. Anton Wilford, what's up? Stephen Redmond. Ryan Jones, Mr. Vegas, he said, these resorts you've been visiting have Western style toilets or bucket and scoop style. No, Western style. Yeah, it's nice. Hot and cold water. Gilgamesh in the flesh. Good morning from Yonkers, New York. Kevin Hall, hey, do you think living in Thailand is better? Staying in the Philippines, I've been through a little hurt from the Philippines, family, siblings. I've never been to Thailand, so I can't speak on that. Oswald Wallace. I told y'all my story. I had $20,000 from my divorce. I came here to the Philippines. I haven't been anywhere else. Ernie Simmons, what's up? Edward Walters. Sam Champion said, Philippines love basketball as much as Americans do. Absolutely. I've never seen anything like it, Sam. Adrian Fernandez, you chill on your motorbike. No, that's my girlfriend's motorbike. I told you I don't drive over here. Hey, Rowan Troutman from Barbados. Wow. I told you that story. When I went to the USS John F. Kennedy, they had just come from Barbados. I missed that trip. I mean, I came to, just say for instance, I came to the USS John F. Kennedy on Monday. They had come back on Saturday. Spin it in a minute. What's going on? Nathan, he said, it looks nice and hot. There it is. Jeffrey Terry, howdy, bro. What's going on? Randy Parker. Amen. Okay, we got some people on here. Man, I got some great news today. Gentleman from Houston, Texas sent a DNA kit for Gail. It arrived, but it arrived in Bacolod. So after my live stream, I'm going to catch the series down to Bacolod. That's how important this is. I'm going to ride 2.5 hours through the mountains again and pick that up, man. I'm so excited about it, man. I ain't going to lie. And the gentleman wants to stay anonymous, but he knows who he is, and I just want to thank him because I tell you, this gets us just a little bit closer to unraveling that mystery. Amen says, hey, brother from down under, haven't been on for a while, been working. Hey, I'm glad you got a job, brother, because people over here, man, the Philippines lost 1 trillion pesos last year because of these lockdowns. Colleen, Texas in the house. South Florida. The Drake Diggity Show, what's going on? So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to go pick that up from FedEx. come back, and I think I'll do a vlog on it tomorrow. It'll be an update on that story. We'll have her giving her sample. We're gonna wrap it up and send it back FedEx. I hope I don't have to go back down to Bacala. JM says, do you as a passenger with your girlfriend drive? Absolutely, man. I'm not ashamed of it. Anton said, I don't drive there either, man. It's too dangerous. It is. What's up, Martin? Ann Arbor, Michigan. American Citizen, thanks for that super chat. He says, maybe you could meet some subscriber in Thailand. I will be there in November. See, if I left here, I wouldn't be able to get back. That's the only problem, American Citizen, because the way things is going in Manila, man, I mean, it's kind of frightening, man, what's going on. It's like we're going back to square one. C from Snowy, Syracuse, what's going on? I see Syracuse lost in the tournament, man. I tell you, they usually do pretty good. But I was reading in the Manila Times that Duterte's now going to allow the private sector to import vaccines. See, this is what's going to slow down, I believe, in my opinion, Philippines from opening up. Man, these vaccines, they only have 1.5 million doses right now. And of course, they're going to do the, the frontliners and everybody like that, which I agree with that. The healthcare workers and all of that. There's no problem with that, but rolling that out is going to be, like I said, it's going to be like riding on the back of a snail. Ronnie Thompson, he says, have you ever talked about the eagle ride? I haven't. What's going on about that eagle ride? Black man, Filipino wife, what's going on? JM says, do I need COVID-19 insurance to travel there, and how much is it? I haven't quoted anything, but JM, right now, through May 31st, which they may continue to extend that, Cathay Pacific is including that in the cost of their tickets. So that'd be something to look into. But, hold on, that's my water, guys. Hold on, guys. Too big. Yeah, Cathay Pacific is including COVID insurance in their ticket price. So if I were you, I would look into that. But yeah, I would definitely have it, man, because I tell you what, man, it's really, it's getting dicey here, man. Well, of course, in Manila, it's real congested and all of that. James Lambs, what's going on? Jay Jones, what's up? Christopher Wolfgang, I think they loosening up, stay away from the virus. Man, I tell you, I haven't been leery of this virus, but now I am because of what's going on in Manila. Efren Dunlap, yo, what's up, Calvin? Seems like Thailand's opening up. Yeah, Thailand is different now. You got Thailand, you got Malaysia. A lot of those places have a better medical tourism industry than the Philippines. Robert Sanford, thanks for that super chat. He says, hey, Uncle Calvin, just checking in. Still feel bad. Pray for me. That's my young subscriber with COVID, guys. I tell you, don't matter how old you are, it can get you. Joshua Mason, what about bringing children to the Philippines, and how does the school system work? Well, both of my sons, they excel here in school. And the Philippines has good education for kids. I can only speak on that experience because they're young. They're both in elementary. And school here is fun, like it used to be when I was growing up. Now in America, man, it's just too strict. My son was they said he was having problems. I bought him here, he shot straight to the top of the class. Because they make it fun here, hell. Believe it or not, man, when my son was in the kindergarten, he's in second grade now. They were calling me in for meetings. As if he was in college. And I'm like, come on, guys, he's in the kindergarten. Here's what the lady told me. Well, this isn't the kindergarten when you were in school. It's different now. I said, what's that got to do with it? He's still a baby. That's too strict. Hey, Wells Family Journey, thank you for that super sticker. He says, super chat. He says, I'm helping someone today. You definitely are, man, because during the pandemic, guys, I want y'all to know that when I get in a tricycle or a pedicab, a tricycle is usually 10 pesos. I'm giving them 40. That's 4 times what they normally get. And I do that to make sure, see, they have what's called a bounty here. A bounty is they have to rent these motorcycles and tricycles. I want to make sure that they've got at least enough at the end of the night to buy a kilo of rice for their families, because a lot of times they don't. Hey, Matthew, thanks for that super chat. He said, get my arm jab tomorrow and love your stuff. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. And congratulations. I got some good news from John today. He said that he spoke to the U.S. Embassy and the Philippine government is going to pay for American expats over here for our vaccines. They're going to be free. We have to go through our local officials here, though. But, I mean, that's great news. Mr. Vega said in kindergarten, did they give him a D in Play-Doh and blocks? That's ridiculous. It is, man. I mean, you hit it on the nose. But over here, I mean, he was having so much fun that, I mean, really, he would jump out of bed to go to school. Hey, Bruce Dow, he said, Maga Dangu Maga. Yeah, that's Tagalog. Here we say, I am Buntag. Same thing. Oscar says, hey, Calvin, how does home insurance work there? I'm a broker here in California. I had a client ask me today. I have the slightest idea, man. I threw all that insurance stuff. I still got my license. I have to take my exams and stuff, but I retired, man. But I'm pretty sure you can purchase some because you're probably going to need it. But because a lot of people here, you know, they pay for their houses cash, and they build them with cash. I've never heard anybody even talk about it. I'm pretty sure if you go through the bank here, they're going to require it. Brother James Lance says, Brother Calvin, wear your shirt on live chat. I will next time, brother. Thank you. Timothy Rogers from Columbus, Ohio. I went to the state fair there one time. JM says, I got my vaccine at the VA, Mr. Shoulders. Good. Paradise to paradise. Up, Calvin. Aloha from Hawaii. I'm in my 10-year plan here. To rid debt and save to retire early to join you. Man, that's a great plan. Greg Norman said, new subscriber. Thank God for Calvin Family Expat YouTuber that won't make me ashamed to be an expat. Hey, thanks, Greg Norman, and welcome to my channel, man. I'm going to give it to you straight, but we're going to do it in a dignified way. You can be a freak in a dignified way. I tell y'all, I'm a gentleman in the streets and a freak in the sheets. See, that way nobody ever knows. They just look at me and say, hey, that's Mr. Sunshine. But yeah, what goes on behind closed doors stays behind there. Emmanuel Finley, what's going on from Dayton? That's Chocolate City in Ohio. Rory Bellamy, Cleveland, Ohio. Mel A, Moderna works. Okay, my in-laws, 6 people, never got the bug. Hugging, kissing for hours. Ennis Montgomery, thanks for that super chat. He says, hey, Brother Calvin, speak about travel if you have a felony on your record. Well, I don't have a felony, but all you need is your passport over here. Now, it depends on what the felony is, I guess. If it's pedophilia, child abuse, or something like that, you may have a problem. But if you're not in any of them Interpol or anything like that, all you need is your passport. And I can tell you, a friend of mine, one of my best friends in Louisville, Kentucky, he's from Detroit, Michigan. He did 19 years. If you owe the government, any child support over $2,500, you go on this list with Homeland Security, you cannot get a passport. Hey guys, there's 175 people on here, 56 thumbs up. Let's hit the thumbs up. James Land, that's what's up. Yeah, that's right. Lynn, San Diego 102. What's going on in San Diego? Thanks. Yeah, I don't know why that does that. And I paid all this extra money to upgrade to 20 Mbps, which is, that's all I can get here in my little era. JM says, are there any good places for soul food there, Mr. Shoulders? Can't stay away from my fried chicken. From what I hear, they've got great soul food restaurants up by Anglease City. You know, a lot of brothers live up that way. That man travels 7. What's going on, brother? Rudy says hi from Guam. Lynn from San Diego says it feels like summer. How about you? It's so humid here, Lynn, you wouldn't believe it. Hey, 30 and a wake up. Good evening from the Midwest. Dwayne Beckwith, what's up? Chris Trips, hope all is well. Salute from Compton. Oh, man, say what's up to Ice Cube for me, man, and Dre, Dr. Dre. And who's that other one? Quick, DJ Quick. A lot of my, when I used to listen to rap, when it was really rap, was in Compton, man. But now I don't know that mumble rap. I don't know what they're saying. Thanks for joining me, Lynn. I appreciate you. All that wisdom you be dropping in my email. Oh, wow. Joe Robbins said Houston just beat Oregon State to reach the Final Four. Was that a good game, man, or what? Ballin' 1665 in Paradise. Hey, Calvin from Lexington, it won't be long now. At least I thought it was. Oh, man. Searcy, Arkansas is in the house. Glock 34-4 is in the house. What's up, Ernie? And Manila's back on ECQ, man. It's like they haven't made any progress. They're back to square one. That's the most strictest lockdown you can have here in the Philippines. And here they are again. They're requiring the quarantine pass. But Cebu, even though their cases are rising, they said, no, we're not going to shut down like that. Cebu province. The governor said that today. But what's going to hinder the Philippines from opening up, guys, and y'all hear it from me, it's the vaccine rollout. There's just so few vaccines here right now. 1.5 million, there's 110 million people here. So, you know, I tell you what, I'd love that. Short hype, Kuma stop. Okay, 67-61, yeah, it was a good game. Christopher Wolfgame said they have whining rap now. I don't know what it is, Christopher, but it's not the rap I grew up with. I remember, what was the name of that? Rapper's Delight came out. I was a junior in high school. See, that's when rap was fun, man. That the Sugar Hill Gang, you know, bop, the bop, bop, the bop, the bop, bop. See, now you don't know what they're saying. Butch, what's up, man? Elfrin Dunlap says sooner or later they have to open up. I'm with you on that, brother, because I don't know, man. You know, they're now talking about letting some of these doctors and people in the medical field get involved with this IATF, the government body over these quarantine levels and stuff, to get their input. Hey, Milk Master, thanks for that super sticker. What's up, fam? What's up, Mick Master? Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. But, yeah, you got to realize something. And I tell y'all all the time, when the United States Army Corps of Engineers designed Manila to be the Los Angeles of Southeast Asia, it was only meant for 800,000 people. Now, in 2021, Manila has about 12 million people. Metro Manila has 20 million. It's one or two of the most congested cities on the planet. So it's not a good place to be for a virus, man. Yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, Sam Champion. Curtis Blow, absolutely. Carmen, you still didn't answer me. Did you get packed? Are you ready to go to Playa del Carmen? One of my favorite places to go. If they ever kick me out of the Philippines for being too real, I'm going to be doing my vlogs from Playa del Carmen. D'Artigan Lopez said, we want the nitty gritty. You can't handle the nitty gritty. What's up, brother? Yeah. Steve, what's up, shipmate? Ronnie Thompson said, was the rap you grew up with close to DJ Kool Herc? Absolutely. See, that's when rap was rap, you know. The double Dutch bus and all of that. And then, you know, it started getting conscious with, what's it, the Poor Righteous Teachers, KS1 and all that. Doug Carr, what's going on from Oregon, man? Y'all had a bad weekend. Oregon and Oregon State lost, but y'all did a good job. Chriselle says the lockdown is long overdue. Absolutely. Good morning. She says, Carmen says, I'm ready. Pureism says Philippines still locked down. I hate to tell you that it's going down. Christopher Wolfgang says, how do you say I don't want to marry anybody in Tagalog? Just say I don't want to marry anybody. They'll understand you over here, but no, I'm going to ask my girlfriend. I don't know. Fuchsius81 says, all right, Calvin, that's going on a t-shirt with your face. You can't handle the nitty gritty. That's right. Yeah, Public Enemy. Come on, y'all. Give me some more. What's the one with Eric B. and Rakim? See, that was rock. I mean, that was rap. I don't know what they saying now. And, you know, I got a daughter that's 18 and she likes all that crazy stuff. But she also likes Babyface too, because see, I raised my children on Babyface. Yeah, I did. And they're, for them to be their age, their friends laugh at them. Oh yeah, Run DMC, Too Short. Bone Thugs and Harmony, yeah. A Tribe Called Quest. Lynn says to say, Ayal Komag Parasal. I know I messed that up. I butchered that. Willie Vasquez says, hello from East Los Angeles, close to El Pino from Blood In, Blood Out. Said you have a great channel. Hey, thanks, brother. But they don't play over in East LA. Young MC, that's right. Chriselle says, good morning. Sorry I'm late. That's okay. We glad you joined us because I tell you, we want you to give us some of that Ilocan nitty gritty. I mean, that's Fuchsius81. That's funny. He said he's gonna put that on the t-shirt. You can't handle the nitty gritty. You guys are funny. Yeah, I remember rap. And imagine now, my mother used to get mad when we put that rap on. She said it was too provocative. Yeah, they talking about what they ate for dinner and all that. And my mother said it was too provocative. We couldn't, you know, we had to wait till my mother wasn't there to play rap music. Players Club, Rapping Forte. Oh yeah, Wu-Tang Clan. Come on, y'all. Yeah, that's D'Artigan Lopez says, have you ever been to Bulacan? I haven't. And once this is over, you know, whenever they come on the news and say, hey, the COVID's over, y'all can get on with your lives, I'm going to do more traveling in Luzon. Hey, Cal Dedman, what's going on? He's the only brother I know up in Alaska. So you know he's balling. He's up in Alaska. Yeah, Ice-T, Tupac, Ghetto Boys. You want to know what they said? My husband always arguing with his friends about rap. All they said, I got money, I got cars. Yeah, that mumble rap, Kenneth Latre, I don't like it. Let's see. But see, I'm really, even though I like rap, see, I grew up in an era with the Dramatics, Temptations, I grew up in, the real boy bands, but these were men bands. Rap came along when I was almost finishing high school, but see, that's the music I still listen to today. Soul music. They don't even call it soul music anymore. Where are the soul singers anymore? Naughty by Nature. Yeah, Greg Griffith said Too Short was raw back in the day. He was. Self-destruction foretold the future. Man, I tell you what, uh, everybody's for themselves now. They wouldn't do a song like that today. You couldn't understand what they were saying, all that mumbling. Rico Lazou says, hope you received my $75 donation. What's your real name and when did you send that, Rico? Because if you sent it to my PayPal, I'm sure I did. Yeah, Bill Withers. Clarence Carter. Ronnie Thompson, you're crazy. I just remember the one. Did Clarence Carter sing Patches? And I remember that. Paradise said, you have a drone. We'd love to see the drone. See you drone the mountains there, man. I don't have it. I'm sorry, Paradise, but that's a great suggestion for one of them drone channels. See, I'll never have a drone. I'm sorry. Delphonics, absolutely. Blue Magic. Let's see. Freaky Tale, Two Live Crew. Stylistics, Oswald Wallace, one of my favorite groups of all time. And they love the Stylistics here in the Philippines. I was over by Baby Denise's one day, and they were playing, believe it or not, this lady had the whole best of Stylistics playing. Sam Champion said Clarence Carter also sung Stroking. Yeah, Stroking. 3 Degrees. Come on, y'all. Yeah, Bill Withers Use Me was almost early rap. Yeah, the Rubber Band Man, that's the Spinners, man. Look, I grew up in the 70s, and I argue with anybody, but we had the best music, man. I'm telling you. Commodores. I mean, everybody that's icons today got their start in the 70s, man. I mean, Earth, Wind, and Fire, come on. Barry White, yeah, that's right. Black man with a Filipino wife, said Barry White. Teddy, look, my father, when I was 16 years old, I was staying with him for the summer in Cincinnati, Ohio. Listen to, my father was hip, man. He took me to Teddy Pendergrass concert. And guess what? You ain't gonna believe this. Teddy's jamming up there, you got what I need. And I turn around, man, my father's passing me the joint. Yeah, my father was passing me the joint, man. I couldn't believe it, man. I didn't even care. I took it, hit it. I didn't inhale though, guys, so. Mr. Vega says, Shy Lights, all right. Simply says, Cal, you plan to build in the province? Absolutely, we're looking for property now, Simply. Matter of fact, Carmen Greenwood said, karaoke, here I come. Yeah, we're looking for a property now. I looked at a nice house yesterday, but they want too much for it. They want 1.8 million in the neighborhood that it's in. It's nice. The lot is small. It's an 80 square foot lot, but the house is beautiful. But it's just, they want too much. That's about, in America, it's not a lot for a house, $36,000. But here it is in this neighborhood that they're looking. See, the property here in the Philippines has skyrocketed, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna let you know now. In this neighborhood I live in now, in Margarita Village, 100 square foot lot here is gonna cost you 1,000,000 pesos. That's $20,000. Yeah, that's a lot of money here. For a 100-meter square lot. See how big that is. Yeah, Tom Brown, funking for Jamaica. Shirley Murdoch. Yeah, but see, that Shirley Murdoch was with Zap, Christopher. Oh, man. Gene in the Philippines says, watching you now, Mall Ball Cebu. I love Mall Ball. We rented an Airbnb right by that little rocky part of the, well, like the strip down there, and there was nobody there, but this is pre-pandemic. I thought I was in the wrong place. I was like, where's all the tourists? And the guy said, ain't no tourists here yet. We haven't built it up yet, but I loved it. I went to White Beach, and the only knock I got against that, Gene, is there's no trees, there's no shade. You're gonna burn up out there. But yeah, y'all check out Jean in the Philippines. Check out her. If you like beautiful women, check out her vlog because it's full of beautiful women. Yeah, square meters, Mr. Gatto. Square meters, yeah, 100 square meters. Hey, Cal, since the Philippines are not allowing an expat to own land, can your girlfriend own it for you? Yeah, I mean, she's going to own it. I can own the house. Adrian Fernandez says 1,000,000 pesos isn't bad. Do you know how hard it is to earn 1,000,000 pesos here for an average person? Middle class. Middle class here is earning anywhere between, 500 and let's say 1,500 US a month. That's a lot of money. That's 1,000,000 pesos. No, to you, Adrian, it's not. To us, it's not. But to them, it is. Hey, Jean, thank you. Yeah, she said, Marlball is really great, sir. I love your videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Jean. I mean, I take that as a compliment. You're from the Philippines, and, nobody promotes the Philippines more than me. I'll argue with anybody about that. It's just a lot of Filipinos, they misinterpret what I'm saying. And they think that I'm putting the Philippines down. I would never do that. I love it here. I love the people here. They've treated me about as well as I've ever been treated. Duke from New Jersey, what's going on? VR Drifter said, Jean's is that type of girl we trying to warn guys about here. Come on, bro. Well, I don't know. It just depends, man. If you come here with the riffraff, they got riffraff for you. Hey, Ray Smith, thanks for that super sticker. He said, beware of beautiful Filipinas. I was telling somebody that. I said, you know what? Some of the best Filipinos over here, they're not the most beautiful. Okay? And you'll be shocked. I mean, Gene said, I love the straightforward content. That's the only way you can give it to people, really. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and then they come over here because the Philippines will reopen, guys. I'll guarantee you that. And I don't want you to come over here and get your head busted because I said, oh, yeah, you can go to sleep on Manila Bay Walk. No, you can't. Christopher Leroy says 100 square meter lot is kind of small. Absolutely. It's not kind of small. It is small. And they want 1,000,000. VR Drifter said, well, fair point, yeah. Steve Hughes said, why don't I drive into, hey, come here. This is our favorite insurance agent. She's back today.
Hi.
I took out a policy for my little girl.
Hello.
Y'all come to the Philippines, y'all check out Marie.
Thanks.
Everybody, Jean has a good channel. Yeah, I watch her also. Jay Rosell said, absolutely, man. And didn't remember I told you, YouTube is a community to me. I'm not going to knock anybody because if you want to knock somebody and talk about their channel, then I would invite you to do what they're doing. It's hard, man. It's not easy. We make it look easy, but it's not. Pan-African black men going their own way. This is my favorite. I love saying this. A1 black man. He said, Calvin, I see that you're not married and have children with the girlfriend. Have you done video on marriage difficulties and benefits? I haven't, because I was telling one of my subscribers the other day, when you come, there's so many good women over here that you don't get lucky when you meet a good Filipina. You get unlucky when you meet a bad one. You see what I'm saying? And that would be the gist of my video right there. You know, the overwhelming majority of women over here are good, and I'm going to generalize. If you meet a Filipina, 9 times out of 10, she's going to be faithful, she's going to treat you good, but it's that one that makes it bad for all the rest of them, man. That one is so bad that I have to put my 16,000 subscribers on alert to watch out for that one bad. But Steve Hughes said, why don't I drive in the Philippines? Man, I'm going to tell you, Steve, it looks like a bowl of spaghetti over here, the traffic pattern. Hey, Jason Kincaid, thanks for that super sick. He said, we support your efforts. Thank you, man. I tell you what, man, I about had my heart pulled out of my chest yesterday. I met a little boy. His name is, they call him Toto Carl, man. He's 6 years old here, and he's got stage 4 kidney cancer, man. And he's about the bravest little boy in the Philippines, man. And I tell you, man, it got me good, man. And I helped his family. I sponsored some, oral chemotherapy medicine, because that's all he can take. The other chemotherapy would kill him. And they said he likes Lego, playing with Lego toys. So I'm going to Bacala today. I'm going to the mall. I'm gonna see if I can find him a nice, good Lego toy set and give it to him, man. But that's probably as far as I can go with that, because I mean, this is a heart-wrenching case here, guys. And I don't want to get, man, my heart involved anymore. But my God, this little boy, I mean, to watch little kids like that, man, he can't get out of bed anymore now. Because, the cancer is spread and it's in his bones. He can't walk. But yeah, I tell you what, man, it's something, man. Yeah, Wong Hung Lo said the dollar getting stronger. It's going to get stronger as things open back up and the trade starts back. See, nobody needs the American dollar right now. The trade is not the way it is, especially over here. Moneyline Parlay said, what's the best city for a 31-year-old to have fun, enjoy the best country has offer? That's easy, Moneyline. Cebu. James Land said, Calvin, interview Gene. If I was in Dumaguete, I would. Jason Kincaid said Legos 100 in the U.S. Oh, they're expensive, but I know they'll probably be twice as expensive here, but I used to buy my son those little sets for like $10. And hell, me and him sit there all day because, I'm not too good. A Fuchsia says whole life insurance worth the investment. Any insurance worth the investment, Fuchsia's 81. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm biased, though, as an insurance agent. I'm going to tell you why. It's because I see what happens when people pass away and they're the breadwinner. And even if they're not the breadwinner, the problems people go through just to bury their kin people in America, man. It's just, of course, yeah, and you're unreasonable just to not have life insurance. I mean, that's the nitty gritty, man. Yeah, it's worth it. Depends on your situation too. When I bought my house over there, I bought a 20-year term policy to go right along with it. See, they've got all kinds of products now. And, depends on your age, your health, of course. But yeah, I would say get insurance, especially in America, because, man, I'm going to tell you what. It's just so expensive to die over there. If you think it's expensive to live, it's expensive to die. And let me tell you something, GoFundMe is not the best way to go with an insurance policy. Thank you simply for that super chat. She says, please add this and buy him a toy. I promise you I will. Today I'm gonna buy him a nice set. James Land says, everybody hit the like button. Exactly. Christopher Wolfgang said, was Gene with that group of women where one had on the Confederate flag bikini? I'm not sure. See, I don't really watch that women splashing around in bikini stuff. But they've got their following, you know what I'm saying? They've got people to watch that stuff. I'm not one of them. Ray Smith, he said, buy little man some Legos. Absolutely, man. And go on my Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page, man. I put a picture of him up there. It's going to break your heart, man. All he's going through, man, he can still smile like that. This little boy, I'm going to tell you what, he's a champion, man, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, yeah, Christopher Wolfgang, very disappointed. Hey, I'm going to tell you what, if I see that video, then I'll be disappointed too. See, I didn't know that because I don't watch that stuff. Lynn says, JM, if you have a cremation plan here in the U.S., if you die outside the U.S., they will cremate you in the foreign country and return your ass to the U.S. or whatever country you choose. Oh, that's great information. Thank you, Lynn, for that. And that's a lot. That's the way a lot of people are going. You know, they said, well, you know, they said we promised a new body in heaven anyway, so go and burn me up down here. It's cheaper. I'm going to get a new body anyway, so. Anybody, watch bikini videos for both of us. I hear you, man. You know, I tell you what, my girlfriend, she won't wear it in public, man, but she'll wear it for me. She put on a bikini the other day. I like to have a heart attack. I told her, yeah, because she hit me with that, you don't look 57. Well, I am, okay? You know, quit with all of that. I don't need a makeover. I've had enough Filipino makeovers, all right? You don't look 57. Yeah, well, I am. I hate to tell you. Ronnie Thompson said, how's the land in Tarlac, Philippines? I've never been up that way, Ronnie. I'm not going to lie to you. Jay Roselle says, keep doing what you're doing, brother. Love watching your vids. I love how you care about the community that you live in and not just take from it. Absolutely, Jay, and I appreciate you bringing that up because I'm going to tell you something. Filipinos have treated me as well as I've ever been treated. I'm telling you the truth, man. They kept me from harm. Remember, I'm 8,000 miles away. I didn't know what to expect when I came over here. They adopted me, really. And when I saw the suffering around me, see, my mother raised us. I was raised in a house where love and compassion was just shown every day. And I just couldn't do it, so I just tried to find a way just to help out in my little space, you know, and that's what I do. Gary T said, greetings from San Francisco. How long did it take you to feel at home in the Philippines? Enjoy your channel. God bless you, brother. I'm gonna lie, really the first week, really the first day. 808 says I look 56 at the most. Adrian Fernandez said, LOL, don't walk around in public alone. Some Filipino will approach you. I look like a 357, Willie Vasquez says. Lynn says, I saw that video about fake compliments. Probably not always fake, though. Some were probably sincere. Yeah, they probably were, you know. A broke clock is right twice a day, right, Lynn? But yeah, when they told that man, you don't look 76, now that was funny, okay? Timothy Bright said that makeover was a good one and funny. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, Gary T, you're going to feel right at home because that's just the quality that they have here, you know. They get it with life. They know, there's more important things in life than hating somebody, man. And, focusing on our differences, guys. Life goes by So quick, man. I'll tell you, I'm sitting up here at 57. I can remember, man, when I was 15. Seemed like it was just yesterday. I can remember when my mother and father were alive, man. I've had 2 brothers die. Death is real to me. I don't know what's on that other side. I'm like Shakespeare. What little we know of death, life should be a paradise. And that's the way I live my life, guys. Pan-African, he said, consumed in hate is not living. Absolutely. That's not living. I feel sorry for the man who hates. I am Bunta, Mustaka. Yeah, what's up, Patrick? I'm with you on that, black man going his own way. But I tell you what, you get over here, these Filipinos will have you saying, are you going my way? They'll change your perspective over here. They got some good ones over here. Mel A said, death and taxes are sure thing. Sorry, Mr. Calvin. Absolutely. It's real to me, man. When my mother died, any, you know, misgivings or, beliefs I had about living forever was gone, man, because nobody deserved to live a long life more than my mother. My mother died at 62, man. She was so young. And when I got in the insurance business, that's probably why I done so well, because most of my clients were older. And they just reminded me of my mother, and I just wasn't going to give them, I wasn't going to sugarcoat it. I was going to give them the full disclosure. And I was, and I helped them, man. And, and that's why I was, I had a successful career. Robert Sanford said, this is the best YouTube channel of the year. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. If that would only translate into money, see, that's what my first insurance manager used to say. He said, don't get caught up in all these awards that the company wants to give you. He said, because it doesn't translate into money. Because I asked him, I said, well, how much do I have to sell before I can make the trip every year? And he said, if you do what I tell you to do, you can pay for your own trip. And that's the best piece of advice I got. And although I qualified for several trips, I ended up paying for my own trip. Herb says, hey, Calvin, I've been living in Mabalacat City for the past year and a half and found everything you have been saying about your experience in relationships here in the PA to be right on the money. Thank you, Herb, man. And handle the nitty gritty. They want to live in that fantasy land that this can be over here. This can be a fantasy land over here. I want y'all to live in reality because, see, look, the Philippines is so good that it doesn't need me to hype it up. It's good on its own. And when you come over, you're going to see it, but I don't want you to come over and get used and abused. And what they say, and serve like hell. That was one of my favorite rap lines. Hey, Kona Ranger, thanks for that super sticker. I want you to come over and have a great time. Wong Hung Lo says, use credit card or cash for grab. I always use my credit card because, see, if anything comes up, see, that credit card, they don't take that money out right away like a debit card does. I don't even use a debit card over here anymore. Because it's so expensive for me to use it. See, I don't have one of them Chop Swab accounts. I've got just a regular, my bank is Fifth Third Bank, and they kick my behind. They take $2.50 from you here, which is $5 and something. And then they take $6 from me, and then a $3 something international fee. So you do it, you add it up, it's $15 every time I go to the ATM. So I leave that alone. But however you need, if I just did that one time a month, it would be fine. But see, I'm like one of them old dope fiends out there. I got $1,000 in my pocket, but I say, oh, I just want a 20. And then by the end of the night, I done bought 50 20s instead of just going and just get me a whole big $1,000 piece. You see what I'm saying? And that's the same way we do over here with the ATM. Well, for one thing, they only let you get out a certain amount in those machines per day. Now it's 10,000 per transaction, so they're going to get you one way or the other. Patrick said his U.S. card could not be used with Grab, so I always paid peso. That's kind of strange because when I was in Cebu, I did. Yeah, I did, Patrick, but I don't blame you. I would too. Lynn says, Calvin, be careful about an ongoing PayPal scam where someone sends you a message that they accidentally sent you money and they want it back. Don't bite. They will hack your account. Thank you, Lynn. And, you know, it's so stupid. People try this stuff, and they're probably in some shack over in Ghana, excuse me, doing this kind of stuff, guys. You know, and they get away with it. But I've never heard about that one, Lynn. That's a good one. Now, usually they'll say somebody's been, I usually get these phishing emails, and the way you can tell it's a fish, guys, hit on the PayPal, and the email will come up. If it doesn't say PayPal at paypal.com, it's fake. It's going to have some long, don't fall for that. Johnny New York said, what's up, man? What's up? Hit the like button, guys. Hey, hun. Wait, I got to tell my girl to bring my drink. See, that's what I like about in the Philippines. Now, if I did this when I was married to my American wife, if I said, hey, can you bring me my drink? Guess what she would say? 100% of the time, get your own damn drink. But watch this. Hun, can you bring my drink? Hun, bring me a drink on the table right there. Right here. Right there. Yeah. Salamat. See? Now, if I was at home in America, they'd be saying, get your own damn drink. I'm not your slave. Hey, what's going on? Lamont Smith, thanks for that super chat. He says, always educational. Man, I appreciate it, man. I just share my experience with you guys. Adam Chenoweth said, anyone try Chase International Checking, I might open an account. I know I just opened up a Capital to 1360 account. I'm going to see how that works for me. James Lyons, thanks for that super chat. He said, Calvin, you on top for the men. I love it. Keep up the good work, my brother. Look, from day one, thanks, James. From day one, man, when I started my channel, it's to look after our best interests as Western men coming over here, because nobody does it. The Filipina has a group over here. They have a group in your home country. I don't care where you live. When she gets there, there's going to be a group that's going to give her the ins and outs, the ups and downs. Okay? When you get over here, you're by yourself. I mean, yeah. And a lot of us learned that the hard way. Wong Hung Lo said, Calvin is living the dream. Man, I am. And many, many times, Hung One Low, I have to pinch myself and say, am I really, you know, living this life that I'm living now? The best I've ever known. Better than the best I've ever known. You know, when I was little, man, I was about 10 years old. And my hands used to get frozen going to school and my feet. And when I found out that there were places on the planet where it never got cold, I made it up in my mind then. That's where I was going to live. The tropics has always been my dream. And I'm here, I'm living it now, man, with a beautiful woman. You know, the people love me over here. Greg Griffith said, can you pay your rent and bills online? Absolutely not me, not. I was in Lawyer yesterday and I saw a sign and I wanted to take a picture of it, but I didn't have my phone. It said 97% of Filipinos have no credit card. So they've come up with this Lawyer ePay where you can pay your bills and stuff like that. But that that really caught my attention, man. Stuff like that catches my attention. It says 97% of Filipinos have no credit card. So, a lot of it's not set up over here like that yet. Hey, what's going on, Ray? I can't pronounce that name. Send me the name of your Facebook page. I want to give you a shout out because it's important. Sri Silva, thanks for that super chat. He said FLM, Filipino ladies matter. Absolutely, they matter. But not when they trying to pull one over on us. We got to stick together. You could put foreign men matter. But thanks, Sri Silva, you're correct. The Child Swab, but I heard that the Child Swab account, you have to have 1,500 in there. Is that right? You have to maintain a 1,500 balance. Wow. Patrick Ginn says, avoid China Bank. All your assets and info are kept in mainland China, not the Philippines. I didn't know that because that's where we've got where she's got her savings account. But again, guys, listen. The United States and China are in bed with each other. Don't buy this propaganda that they putting on you in the newspapers and on the media, man. It's a game. Man, China owns so much of the United States debt, man. They're not at war with each other. They don't hate each other. Then most of the junk you ban over in the United States comes from China. Come on, guys. We're smarter than that. James Land says, hey, thanks for that super chat. He says, Calvin, I'm coming. Don't forget me. Let's hang. Do a meetup at a certain time and place once they're open. Absolutely, James. I promise you. It'll be in Cebu, though. I'm not going anywhere near Manila. Jeff W. said, that's true. NBA bows to China. So does Hollywood. Well, yeah, that's a bunch of crap, man. Behind the scenes, the U.S. and China are in bed together, guys. Don't buy that. This reminds me of when I was growing up with this Russia thing and the U.S. Man, China, owns so much of our debt and all that, man, And like I said, most of the stuff you ban at home is made in China. So why do they, if China's so bad, why do they continue to let China, control so much of our debt and be so deep in our economy? Frank Ellis said, all the goods in Walmart, absolutely. Remember when Walmart used to say made in America, and that was their pride and joy? Not anymore. Not anymore. It's all coming from China, but China's the bad guy. Let them tell it. I don't buy that stuff anymore, man. We grown men now. We old enough to know that's baloney, man. It's bull. And everything China's doing has the United States stamp of approval. That's the fact, Jack. But yeah, I'm going to have a meet and greet over in Cebu at a certain time, a certain date. We're going to come, man. I'm going to have a big old... Jason Ken said, who cares? Let's go to Cebu. Absolutely. I don't care either, Jason. But they kill me with that. Oh, don't do it, China this and China that. Come on, Angel. It's okay. It's just my life. These guys know that I'm just a normal guy. Cone Ranger said Biden has accounts in China. Y'all funny, I tell you. But y'all gonna have a meet and greet, guys, so let me know what kind of beer y'all want and all of that. I'm gonna set it out, for that particular day and particular time. Because I want to meet some of you guys. If y'all guys are as funny in person or you all online, man, we're gonna have a good time. And then, of course, I'm gonna have some ladies there. It's gonna be an introduction party / meet and greet. See, I don't want you guys. I want real women there, not these Russian bots that y'all talking to online. Christopher Leroy says, what about the China building island, fishing in Philippine water? Well, you know, it's a lot of people that claim parts of that water over there. Yeah, spin it in a minute. Let's stay away from politics. Yeah, and I didn't mean to do it like that, guys. Anton says Dumageddon in Cebu. No, it's 4 hours away by Fastcraft, and you know, or you can fly there, but they'll take you to Manila first and then to Cebu, and you don't want to do all that. But yeah, Dumagetti's different. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I've grown. Bacolod City has really grown on me. I'm gonna tell you something. I was in the mall the other day, man. I tell you what, it was a sight for sore eyes, man. I'm gonna tell you. Woo! I was impressed. Donald Davis says Capital One has no ATM charges at partner ATMs used. In Mexico, it's okay. Depends on where in Mexico. Child swap is okay, but that nickel and dime use will get your account closed. Oh, okay. Thanks. Ray, what's the name of your Facebook account, brother? Simply says China's bad for the poor and ignorant and lacks of education, educated people, but for the rich people, they love China because they benefit from China. Well, absolutely. Over in the Philippines, that's true. Patrick Gion says, do I like Kenalaw? I tried that one time, and it was okay, you know, but I know they eat that a lot when they drink. See, I don't drink, but it's, you know, it's one of them meals that they eat with drinks. Zen and Awesome says, unless you have either met her or video chatted with her, best believe you could be talking to some dude named Jim. Absolutely. Hey, JH, what's going on? Spinning in a minute says Cebu International Airport. Yeah, you can fly right into Cebu now. When I came here in 2018, I flew from Chicago to Hong Kong to Cebu. And for the last few times, I can't remember the last time I flew into Manila. I wouldn't do it, man. It's just too much traffic. JX, thanks for that super sticker. He's super chat. He says, how long did you stay in an Airbnb or hotel before you finally rented a place? What's the renting process? That was one of the mistakes I made, Jay. But the renting process over here is easy. You can get right off the plane and go rent you a place here. They don't vet you. They don't run your credit. They don't check to see if you've ever been evicted before. They don't check to see if you have a job. If you got 1 month deposit, 1 month rent, you can move right in. It's that easy. And if I were you, I'd do that because it's going to save you a lot of money. Especially if the rent's $5,000, go on and give them 10,000 pesos. That's $200. If you don't get your deposit back, you still saved a ton of money versus staying in a hotel or Airbnb. Yeah, I would do it if I were you. Just don't sign a lease. And see, the lease, I don't have a lease in this place. It's month to month. I could move out tomorrow if I wanted to. So yeah, Jay, I would come over and find me an apartment. You know, I'd stay in an Airbnb or hotel 1 or 2 days. If I'm going to be here 30 days, boom, I'd do it. Or more or longer, I'd rent me a place. Timothy Bright said, what month is meet and greet? I don't know, Timothy, because I don't know when they're going to open, if they're going to open. Yeah, Ray's Facebook, the name of his Facebook page is this, guys, Black People in Filipino History and Society. I mean, if you want to know anything, if you're interested in stuff like that, which I am, he's got a heck of a Facebook page. Thanks, Ray. I appreciate that. Again, it's called Black People in Filipino History and Society. Herb said USAA gives you $15 rebate on ATM charges each month. BPI allows you to draw 20,000 pesos at a time. Is the most for any ATM. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Herb. I went to BPI yesterday because just for this talk, it would only let me get 10,000 out per transaction, and it cost me $15. So if I'm USAA, that's going to give me one withdrawal every month. But that's good information. But yeah, it's only 10,000 in San Carlos. Hey, that man that travels, thanks for that super stick. He said, your videos are always informational. Don't forget about me visiting the Philippines. Brother, I'll tell you, I got you. You let me know the next time you come. If you come to Cebu, I'll meet you there. Raw Hebrew Remnant says, Filipino people, to me, have a lot of original Hebrew characteristics. Well, I'm going to tell you something. The original Filipinos are from Africa. They're Adas. I mean, they're African. They migrated here from Africa about 20,000 years ago. And they're still here. But of course, they're isolated up in the mountains in their own region. You know, because when the Spanish got here, of course, you know, Spanish were racist, man. And they, you know, and to this day, the Aidas are really looked down upon, but they're the original Filipino. Period. Took them, from what I read, it took them 1,500 years, which is a long time, but they did. Let's see, Rag Jam Rock says Calvin got competition now. What do you mean? Yeah, I like that Black Experience Japan. Covers every Asian country and is really well put together production. It is, Patrick, and I watched that, and I'm subscribed to that, but I don't think they've been to the Philippines yet. Anton Wilford says, when they reopen, I want to move out there near you. What's a good place? I'll be seeing you. Where John lives, over here where I am, anywhere in San Carlos. But remember, this is like a sleepy place. If you want to, you know, if you ever get that itch to want to party, you have to go to Cebu, which is about 2.5 hours away. Bacolod, 2.5 hours away. Iloilo City's about 3.5 hours away, and then Dumagueti's about 4.5 hours away. Adam Chenoweth, good question. He says, for first timer, is it better to spend a month in one place, or like a week in different places? I'm gonna say, if you got the money, I'm gonna say a week in different places, because there's so many places to see. But at the same time, yeah, a week, because what you want to do is, the first time you come over here, you want to see as much of this place as you can afford to see. It's just so many once-in-a-lifetime destinations in the Philippines. I mean, really, and if you, but if you, like Wang Hung Lo said, he says a month, and I was going to say a month, because if you have Cebu as your base, then you can go to Dumaguete, you can go to Panglao Bahal, you can fly to Boracay, Palawan. It's not that far. But remember, you're going to pay that 1 month to stay there, but then you're going to be in other different places. See, so you're wasting money. That's why I would say a week in different places. That would be my thing. I would stay a week in Cebu. This is me talking. Week in Cebu. I'd go a week in Dumaguete, because Dumaguete you can go to Siquijor Island, and then, you know, from there you can go to Panglao Bahal. I'd stay a week there, and then I'd fly out. I'd go to Palawan. I'd go to Boracay, and they're all pretty much around that. You know, they're both, Palawan and Boracay, about a 45-minute flight from Dumaguete. Jeff W. says, where's the best place? anywhere, brother, I'm going to tell you. But my secret, this is boots on the ground experience, but if you're going to be here for 2 weeks, you probably won't do it. Go to the market. Go to the marketplace, the Mercado, or the Changi, depending on where you are. That's what they call it. And I guarantee you, you're going to see some knockout women in their normal environment. They're not going to be dressed up like they are at the mall. They're not going to be... See, at the mall here, it's like going to church in America. You get somebody totally different. You're going to meet them, yeah, but they're dressed up in their Sunday best, and they've got their best personality. But go to the marketplace. Catch them when they're least expecting it, and you're going to be shocked. Yeah, Kona Ranger says start Cebu. Absolutely. Jeff W. said in Dumagetti you can meet Gene. Dana Middleton said, yo, it's George McFly. Yeah, but that's who we are, Dana. We get on the plane. I got on the plane in Louisville. I was George McFly. After they butted me up over here, a couple of days I was Superfly, man, and that's true. I got home, man, and that immigration guard, she knocked me back down to reality real quick. Ray says, Calvin, how long does it take to get where you are after landing in the Philippines? If you're in Cebu, it takes about 2.5 hours. You're going to catch a van from Cebu to Toledo, Cebu, and then you're going to catch a fast craft from Toledo to San Carlos. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour. So it's about 2.5 hours. If traffic is good. Remember, Cebu's traffic got stupid too. Let's see. Lynn says her family's from Tagaytay. Yeah. I've been to Tagaytay, but I was so sleepy. I was drunk. I was so sleepy. That all I can remember is just seeing, yeah, I just remember seeing that volcano out there, but I went back and I did actually go to Tagaytay. And it's nice there. I mean, if you really want a place, get outside of that Manila, Tagaytay is good. Ronnie Thompson said, Ada, Batak, Igorot, yeah. Those are the original Filipinos. Intrepid 456 says, I hope they don't let broke dude tourists crowding out the place. Let's see. Some guy says, do I have a problem with the typhoons here? I want to get back to that question. Because I don't have typhoons where I am. Yeah, here it is. He says, Emil says, how do you deal with the typhoons the Philippines get every year? Are you able to stay home or do you have to go someplace else? Well, typhoons only strike certain areas in the Philippines, Emil. Usually central Luzon and eastern Visayas. You stay out of them regions there, like Tacloban, Samar, over that area, in the eastern Visayas, then up at Bulacan and all them places like that. You don't have to worry about them typhoons, really. I've never been in a typhoon in the 12 years I've been coming back and forth to the Philippines, almost 3 years here now. We get the remnants, the rain and stuff like that. Takaki 3191 says, hey Calvin, what percentage of foreigners end up in jail because they shacked up with a married Filipino? I'm going to say 0. That's something that, that's a myth that's going around. First of all, the husband would have to file charges, and then they're going to come after the wife first anyway. Because as a foreigner, you really don't know for real. They're going to go after the wife first. And I've seen, they don't play that here. I've seen school teachers here lose their jobs over in Iloilo. Hey, Mike, he says, hey, Calvin, I'm late catching your show tonight. Yeah, I'm about to get off of here. Um, Lynn says the western region of the Philippines is safer than the eastern coast. Exactly right, and that's what I'm saying. Ray says, really, no typhoons? That's right. They mostly are up there, like I said, in the central Luzon area and eastern Visayas area. Anywhere else, you don't get them. It's not, when you talk about the Philippines, I met a guy, and I hope I see him today when I go to college. Me and John were in McDonald's this morning. We met a guy from Morocco, Africa. You would never know he's from Africa. But anyway, we were talking, and the Philippines is just as diverse as Africa, man. When you talk about the Philippines, you're not just talking about one Philippines, really. This place is diverse. It's spread out, man. And, but when people say typhoons, they think about the Philippines, but not all the Philippines. Just like when people think of Africa, what do you think? You think of some real dark guy, either they're starving or they're in some tribes. But no. This guy was from Morocco in Africa, and he just looks like a European white guy or something. But he's 100% African. And I want to interview him. He's interested. But yeah, all the Philippines doesn't get typhoons. Ronnie Thompson said, yeah, there are tribal members that travel to America. Yeah, here, because the Spanish treated them so bad. And then when America, of course, when America got here in 1899, they treated them bad too. So they're isolated really up there. One of the first aiders, it's been a couple of years, you can go on YouTube. He graduated from UP, which is a prestigious college here. I think he was the first one. And they let him walk across the stage in his tribal wear. It was powerful. Dana Middleton says, I can just imagine the expression on your wife. And John told you that his girlfriend's, it was her sister and cousin, said they said that to everybody. Yeah, John said, he said, Calvin, don't let that go to your head. They told me I was good looking and sexy. And I broke out laughing because I'm looking at John and I'm saying, yeah. But, that's the Filipino makeover for you, man. You're going to get it. I don't care who you are. Frank Ellis says if you stay inland, you won't have to worry about typhoons. I mean, absolutely. I mean, even if you stay, San Carlos is right on the water. I think they had a typhoon here, somebody said 25 years ago. Jason Kincaid, what's going on? He says if everyone gifted $2, it would be almost 600. Wow. Yes, 296 people on here, 202 thumbs up. Thank you guys for letting me hit 200 thumbs up again. Adrian Fernandez said, due to Spanish, Spain, Mexico, and the Philippines are 95% the same, whether people know that or not. That's true. And I say that all the time. See, I went to Playa del Carmen first. Then I went to Cancun first. Then when I got to the Philippines, I was like, man, there's so many similarities. The food that they eat, the religion, Roman Catholic, the way that they treat you, man. The people are so nice and so hospitable over there. Yeah, it's a lot of similarities between Mexico and the Philippines. Johnny New York says, I can't wait for the meet and greet as soon as Philippines open, man. I'm going to lay it out for you guys. Y'all deserve it. Reginald Dollard says, hey, thanks for that super stick chat. He says, what's up, Calvin? First time in the chat. Great content. Thanks for your efforts. Hey, I appreciate you, Reginald, man. I'm just trying to build a community, a support group for us Western men. We come over here. We need it, guys. I'm telling you. We losing. We're so far behind, I promise you. It'll take us 1,000 years to catch up with the Filipino over here. That's how far ahead they are of us in this dating thing. Because, let's face it, guys, that's why we come over here to date. But we're so far behind because we try to do it ourselves. See? I'm just one man. That's why I tell you guys, look at all these channels, but most of them, they're not going to give you the nitty-gritty. They're not going to tell you the ins and outs. They're going to sugarcoat the information. That's okay. Ronald Jefferson said, Calvin, get back to your Luther Vandross just to chill. Feel human again. Hey, thanks, Ron. I appreciate it. Lynn said, Calvin, is your channel making any money yet? I hope you get even small check because I know you work hard to content. I am, Lynn. Thank you. You know, but, and I'm grateful for every peso I get, you know, but I am earning money. And in a short, well, actually, it took me, let's see, from August to, I received my first check from YouTube in January. So I received 3 checks. And I don't want to throw anything out there in the universe. I don't want to say I'll never get rich on YouTube. I mean, with YouTube. I'm not going to say that, because if I say that, I'm going to put that out in the universe and it's going to come back to bite me. So I won't say that, but I'm not going to quit my second job. I'm going to quit my first job, I mean. Hey, thanks for that super chat. Josu Rivera, I appreciate it. Thanks for that super chat, Ronald Jefferson, for being you. I appreciate you, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, Lynn, you know, so I put that out there. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna quit my job. Paul M says, so it's worth it. It is, because, you know, when you know you helping people, it makes it worth it, really. I mean, I don't consider this work for real. You know, they say if you love your job, you'll never work another day in your life. And I believe that. And that's what I'm doing, you know. If I earn any extra money, you know, that's just icing on the cake. But we're trying to build a community here because we need it. It's lacking over here. It's lagging now. They told me up in Angeles City, they've got a nice, you know, tight-knit expat community, but everywhere else it's not. Yeah, I say that weed run, man, because, you know, I'm from the streets, man. You know, it's true. A lot of my subscribers, man, they what we call it, the bomb, the bud, the killer, what else they call it over there, the ganja. You know, they actually call something the killer over there. My brother, he's a big weed smoker, and you know, if you smoke some weed over there and you die, everybody wants to go get it. They want that. That's the truth. But they got all kind of names for it. Weed. I remember I was riding on the Greyhound bus station and somebody was smoking weed on the bus, and the bus driver pulled over and says, "Hey, whoever back there smoking that space weed, better put it out. I'm not going another mile." And it was funny. It was the funniest thing I ever heard. I never heard it expressed like that, space weed. Hey, Adrian Fernandez, thanks for that super sticker. He says, super chat. He says, for your travels today and some Jollibee for lunch. Keep it nitty gritty. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. You see what I was telling y'all about the women over here? They run everything. They're the ones that are out on the street selling everything. And I finally did that the other day when we were on our way to La Vista Del Mar. There was a lady, you know, when you go to the Ceres terminal here, they've got these baskets full of stuff, guys. They've got coconut milk, coconut juice, water, crackers. They've got potato chips. I bought everything she had. I just wanted to do it. And then I gave it away to some Bajau. That's another group of people over here. That's another tribe of people. Hey, James Lyon says, do you trust Andy Omar seriously? I don't really know Andy Omar enough to trust him, really. I promise you, I don't know Andy Omar one way or the other. Cal Deadman says, Cal, have you noticed the trolls are gone? Yeah, NTZ is working. Hey, thanks, Cal. You got that, man. You got that under control. This is an NTZ, a no troll zone. But yeah, I bought the lace. And I'm going to tell you something. I wish I had it on tape, but I didn't want to put it on tape. She was so shocked. She was out of breath. She couldn't believe it. She said it's the first time someone had ever did that. Now remember, everything in her basket was only 500 pesos, guys. And these women stay out here because that's all you see really doing it. From dawn to dusk for 500 pesos, man. So that's why I tell you, when you see people like that walking around, buy a few things from them and give it away if you don't eat it yourself. Help them out, man, because they be out there all day. I thought it was going to be at least 1,000, man. We added it all up, it was 500. I bought everything she had. First time I ever did it. And it's not going to be the last. Retired 2019. What's up, man? NYC Everything. Book. Dummies Made A for YouTube. You can't get it from Amazon. It's a great book. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love to read, too. I'm going to get that. Wang Hong Lo says Omar has jealousy issues. Like I said, I don't really know him. I know he gave me a shout out early on. Calvin, I know people who have quit their jobs because of YouTube. Absolutely, Frank Ellis. That's why I said I'm not going to put that out there that I can't get rich on here because it'll come back. So I just say, for right now, Frank, I'm going to keep my day job. But I tell you what, Timothy Bright says, that's a humble, good idea. Hello, a merchant like that, Calvin. Yeah. And I thought so too. She was out of breath. She was shocked. She couldn't believe it. And that way she could go home. She probably, off that 500 worth of inventory, the lady probably made 150 pesos, I'm going to think, or less. Lynn said, that's why people like you. You respect people's dignity. No need to record poor people for likes. You know, sometimes it's demeaning and sad to film them. That's correct. You're right. I just wanted to do it, though. I said I was going to do it because I heard another YouTuber do it, but I think he bought the hot dog, all the hot dogs the man had and gave it away. I bought the little basket, and, it saved the lady. I mean, this was about, about 11 o'clock in the morning, so it saved her all the way to 6 o'clock at night. And probably, because I'm going right after my vlog today, my live, I'm going to Bacolod. So I'm going to do the same thing again today. Ronnie says, in your time in the Philippines, have you ever visited Tarlac? I haven't, Ronnie. Gary T said, thanks for your channel. You are doing a service to so many people. Man, I appreciate it, Gary, man. But remember, somebody did it for me many times. Ronald Jefferson said, boots on the ground, we got you. Waiting for ECQ to be over, we got you. Man, Manila's back to ECQ. I can't believe it. Back to square one. As if nothing ever, no progress at all up there. And now they're talking about, giving aid to the people again because they got to shut it all the way down. Hey, Cal Devon said, Cal, we will help you catch up. All right, brother, I appreciate it. Josu Rivera says, new here, wonderful channel, just subscribe. Hey, thank you, Josu, and welcome to my channel. We're a community, man. Christopher Leroy said, I like your straight, no BS point of view. Glad I found you 6 months ago with less than 1,000 subs. Keep it up. Hey, thanks, Christopher. And you're right, man. I'm going to tell you, I've only been doing this for 7 months. It's only going to get better, guys, but I'm going to stay the same. I'm not going to, the equipment's going to get better. The lighting's going to get better and all that, but the nitty-gritty is going to be the nitty-gritty. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, change the channel. But I'm just shocked as anybody else because I'm going to tell you something. If you could have told me that right now I'd be sitting at 16,000 and a half subscribers, I wouldn't have believed you. Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous. I hate to see when bloggers drop money on the floor for locals to pick up to test the honesty. Yeah, I don't see any reason for that either. Adrian says, bow to Balut and you can't give it away quick enough. Retired 2019 said, Calvin, what suggestions do you have to help people in the States? What do you mean? For coming over here, just to help them? Help somebody. You know, when all else fails, guys, if you're having problems in your life, go out and help somebody, man. It's going to take the focus off you and put it on them. I guarantee you're going to feel a lot better, but we don't believe that. We don't believe it. We don't believe that a little act of kindness like that can change our whole mood, our whole outlook, change your whole day. But that's boots on the ground right there, Sean McMahon, you know. But it helped me. It changed my life. When I started doing this, I probably didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. I had just stopped drinking, and a guy gave me $2, and he said, I was crying, man. I mean, it was the first act of kindness somebody had shown me in years, even from my own family. And I said, man, how could I ever pay you back? He said, do it for somebody else. I've been doing it ever since, man. And I watched it as my life slowly transformed from being the neighborhood drunk to owning my own insurance agency. It was a small insurance agency. I had about 22 agents working under me, but man, it was a drastic change, and it all came from that. C-Dub said, getting ready to make my weed run. He said, just kidding. By that, he said, but that is so West End, but true. Hey, it's true, man. I'm getting ready to make a weed run. Hey, guys, Ray says you put out good information and you get good results. Absolutely. It's that simple. Thank you, guys. Don't be shocked, player. It is what it is. Donna, man, so I'm going to help someone after my weed run. Patrick Ginn says, I think I left Manila a day or two after the new restrictions went in. The police threatened to arrest my pregnant wife. Oh, my God. Us having our infant son with us at Moore. Yeah, it's getting bad again, guys. That's sad, really. And now, you know, they're talking about a COVID-21. I don't want to hear that kind of stuff like that, guys. I mean, it's really disheartening. COVID-21. C-Dubs, West End, Louisville, salute. I can't wait to come back to the Philippines. Thanks for the info, brother. Keep up the good work. Man, you make me homesick. I tell you, bro. I love the West End. The best end. Anthony Griffin said, love your channel. Nice here in San Diego. Looking forward to Iloilo when pandemic's over with, man. I love Iloilo. People are slipping on Iloilo. You know, it's part of my expat alley. You know, you can move there as a new guy and you won't skip a beat. I promise you. Jason Kincaid said, think about singing a Jim Croce song with Angel. Man, it's like you read my mind. I've been practicing, Jason. I've been practicing Operator. I've been practicing, I have to say I love you in a song, but I haven't told Angel yet. Because we were playing around with a James Taylor song, but I don't know. It was right after I did my live and my voice was gone, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Hey, Michael Dorsonville. Michael, yeah. What's up, Calvin? What's going on, brother? You're looking younger and younger every day. I don't know what they have in the water in St. Carlos. Come on, man. Is this true or is this a Filipino makeover? Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man. Hey, guys. I got to get off here. I got to go to Bacolod. I've got to pick up that DNA kit today. It's very, very important. Shout out to the guy who sent it. Because he spent $153 to send this thing, FedEx, man. I'm going to tell you, you guys, I got the best subscribers on YouTube. I argue with anybody about that, man. Thank y'all so much for your super chat, your super stickers. I got 247 thumbs up. Can I get 250 before I get off of here? If you're in America, it's late. But if you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. If you in Philippines, it's about 11 o'clock in the morning, you have the rest of the day. Remember, the Philippines lost 1 trillion pesos, yeah, last year in 2020. 10 million jobs gone. Poof, gone. It's very important that we help somebody here. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free, and I'll see you next time, guys. Look for the update on the Filipino looking for American family, because we're this close now, guys. This DNA test is getting ready to blow this whole thing up. And I'm going to tell you, when I make that announcement, yeah, I'm going to pop some alcohol-free champagne. See y'all later, guys. Thank you.